Many new traders come to me and ask how long it will take me to become consistent, profitable trader. And I say, on the technical side, it takes around 6 to 10 hours to learn a proper set of rules, proper strategy, risk management, entry, exit, how to read charts on each and every time frame, each and every security, whether it's Bitcoin, Forex, or stocks, it doesn't really matter. But the mental side, the psychology behind trading takes time, because each and every one of us, we are different. We come from different background, we think differently, we act different on certain situations. Our mental side is different from each and every one of us. For me, it took 2 years until I found the balance that works for me. Hey there, Tom here from FIBONACCI'S.com here with the weekly market recap. Another sunny day here in Thailand, Koh Phangan. I hope everybody's enjoying this weekend. Without any further ado, please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends. Let's hit the weekly charts. As usual, we'll go over on the weekly chart. We start with the SPY. SPY went all the way towards the 456. Look left and figure out why. If we look left to November 2021 towards December and January 2022, it was support. From support, it became resistance. January 22, February 22, and March and April of 2022. And now, once again, SPY reached this price and now rejected. Doji 444 to the downside is the support that needs to hold. Otherwise, we have 436 and then 422, 423 to the downside. Continuation above 456. We are heading towards 472 and then all-time highs at the 480, 481. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Where SPY will end up this year. All-time highs, new all-time highs, 480, 493, or are we going to stay in this area, 430, 450? Let me know in the comments below. I'm very interested to know your thoughts. Any comment will be appreciated. QQQ. Let's clean the chart. We have a doji. Why? Let's put a line over here and let's see where price came from. And as you can see, it was a very important level of support, resistance. Now, once again, resistance, doji, next support, 363 to the downside. No need Fibonacci, no need nothing. We also have this area over here, the 381. Let's see where Qs are going. On the weekly charts, we can also take Fibonacci. Fibonacci helps us to identify support, resistance for the future without even looking left. 370, 369 now is the support. Below it, we are going towards 356. Long continuation above 388. We are heading towards 413. New all-time highs. IWM breaking up above this white trend line. And as you see, this white trend line helps us to identify the lower highs since January of 2022. Now breaking up, closing above this white trend line. 192 together with this white trend line now is the support. 200 is the next resistance. Dow Jones with a very strong week. Bullish, strong week, of course. Finally breaking above and closing above the 347 area. This area, very tough. Resistance, support, resistance, resistance. And now breaking up and above. Bulls of the Dow are here. Next resistance will be 366 together with this white trend line. Bitcoin, 4 consecutive weeks. As you can see, doji after doji after doji. Indecision on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not moving nowhere. Low continuation above 31,800. In my opinion, next will be 42,600. Now 28,600 to the downside is the support. Below it, 26,400, and below this one we are heading all the levels to the downside, maybe even towards this white trend line. Follow price, use levels and trend lines as your guide for risk management and for future price action. Ethereum, very tight price range, as you can see, between the 1720 and the 1950. Long continuation, of course, above 1950 towards 2141. 1 or 2 weeks above this level, the 2141. My opinion, 28 will be next. A week or two below the 1800, and we are heading towards the 1380. Of course, everything you see on this video and on my channel is for educational purposes only. Always do your own due diligence. You know this mantra. Always do your own due diligence. It's your money. Cold hard truth. No one cares about your money. No one. Ethereum on the weekly, as we can see, 1950 to the upside, 1811 to the downside. Long continuation, 1 week or more, closing above the 1950 towards the 2141, and then 24 and 28 to the upside. 1 or 2 weeks closing below the 1820. We are heading back towards the 1650, and in my opinion towards this white trend line over here. SOXX basically moving sideways since May. We have higher lows and higher highs, but overall price action in the past 2 months or so, nothing much. Trend lines holding as resistance. 492 to the downside, below 492. In my opinion, this trend line will get retested once again to hold the higher lows. Apple, nasty doji on Apple, 195, 4 consecutive weeks. Resistance, 184 to the downside, 183 is the support. Below it, we are heading towards the 174. Pullback will be very healthy and very welcome, if you ask me. Pullback also towards the 174, and then looking for a bounce back up, and maybe by the end of 2023 we will see 210 and 232 on Apple. Let me know in the comments below what do you think. Any feedback, any comment will be appreciated. Microsoft, 2 more days for earnings. 353 to the upside, very tough resistance. 326, very important support. Below 326, in my opinion, 307 and 282. Even if Microsoft will pull back, retrace towards the 282, Microsoft is in an uptrend on the longer time frame. Higher lows, higher highs. Touch this red trend line before the next leg up. Let me know what you think about Microsoft. Microsoft up or down after earnings. Tesla, with all the noise, if we zoom out, what do we see? 300 to the upside, 260 to the downside. We might get pullback. Touch, retesting this purple trend line that will act as support after it was acting as a very tough resistance. From resistance, we are looking for support and bounce off this purple trend line of the 237 back towards 300. Above 300, we are heading towards 350 and 440 as a new all-time highs. Netflix, same. Always zoom out to clear the noise. Since June, almost 1.5 months, 6 weeks, 418 support, 452 resistance. So of course, 1 week closing above the 452, we are heading towards this upper yellow trend line. closing below the 418, we are heading towards, no need to guess, we have all the levels to the downside. We have this yellow trend line that goes all the way back to June of 2022, and this yellow trend line is holding the higher lows. So Netflix, with all the noise, with all the non-movement in the past 1.5 months, still in an uptrend. Amazon, 128 to the downside, 137 to the upside, long continuation above, towards 150 and 165. 11 more days for Amazon. 121 to the downside, maybe retesting this white trend line as support. This will not surprise me at all because this white trend line was a very tough resistance. Now it needs to act as support. One candle does not change the sentiment. If you want to take your trading journey to the highest level, first start with the free Fibonacci playlist. 25 videos that will help you become a better trader on the technical side and on the mental side each and every day. Once you finish this academy, check the links and join, if you want, of course, the one-on-one live mentorship program or the pre-recorded program, the Fibonacci online program. Both programs, the live and the pre-recorded, will gain you lifetime access for support, guidance, and all Discord channels until you will become your own indicator. My promise to you that the time will come. For some it will take 6 months, for some it will take 2 months, for some it can take 1 or 1.5 years. It's very individual, but my promise to you, I'm here for you 6 days a week, sometimes 7, and I can tell you that I have students that now are much better traders than I am. Check the links in the description below or contact me through Discord for further information. Meta, 3 more days for earnings. 291 to the downside, 320 to the upside. Closing above 320, we are heading towards 360 and maybe all-time highs at the 390. Bad reaction for earnings. We are heading back towards the 270 and maybe all the way towards 244. But once again, zoom out, Meta, uptrend until proven otherwise. Google, 2 more days. Earnings season is boiling. 127 to the upside, 116 to the downside. Below 116, we are heading towards the 100. Above 126, we are heading 144, and then all-time highs. AMD, 4 weeks, 106 holding, 116 resistance, long continuation in my opinion, above 125, wait for a 1 week or so, closing above the 125, and then we will see continuation towards this upper purple trend line, breaking below this purple trend line, breaking below the 106, we are heading towards 95. Shopify, inside week, very nasty price action on Shopify since beginning of May. As you can see, 57 to the downside, and now 66 is the support. From resistance, now needs to hold the support. Breaking below, we are heading back towards this blue trend line. Long continuation above 72 towards the upper blue trend line. Nvidia is next. Nvidia uptrend until proven otherwise. 410 to the downside is the support. Long continuation above last week's highs, above the 480 towards, once again, this upper white trend line. Trend lines, Fibonacci, are the true support resistance for price action. Check the links in the description below if you want to really understand in-depth candlestick analysis, become your own indicator, and with high probability once you understand how price action reacts and acts. 2. Trend lines, levels, on any time frame, on any security, and it doesn't matter if you want to be a day trader, swing trader, stocks, ETFs, Forex, or crypto. In the end of the day, it's candles, Fibonacci, and trend lines, and you will be able, with high probability, with the highest probability, know where price might be heading next. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please do the like, subscribe, share with friends, will be much appreciated. Don't forget to check the links in the description below. Find your own path to become consistent, profitable trader. Until the next video, enjoy the rest of your weekend.